Hello, welcome back. Apologies for that lovely, lovely delay. It appears I have been DDoSed. Brilliant. We all love a bit of that. Anyway, thank you all for sticking by. Are just waiting for the players to join back. So that round we left at round 14. Athena did win, so we will be going to max overtime in all 15 rounds. Once all the players join back, we can restart. So we will wait for the final players to join, and now we will jump straight back into things. So it is round 15. Athena will be on the attack, and there is pretty much it's all on the line for the end of map number 1. We'll just wait now. It's overtime match point. Thank you all for rejoining back so quickly. Apologies for all of that. So console will be the final site, and Entity and Athena both desperately going for this map number 1 win, as that is always so pivotal to get the psychological advantage, and especially when you've got Coastline Net, which I think a lot of people are expecting Entity to do quite well at. We'll see a 6 pick, so no pulse for Jakoa. He will 6 pick off said operator onto the Wamai. And there are no attacking 6 picks either. So now we just wait for NerdSync, and then we can jump into things. Speak of the devil, here we go. Round 15, maximum overtime on map number 1. What will happen now? Because all those stats were lost, all we know is that Athena did win console, and so here we are. It's going to be a very long match ahead, I can tell you. We've been live for almost 2 hours, and not even map 1 is done because there was a very heavy delay. We will now see the standard things getting reinforced. Major changes. Jakoa going to be on the Wamai. That is the biggest change. He's been on a lot of Valkyrie, but Ali going to take that role. So Jakoa not even going to play Oryx, as he's played quite a lot of times. He's got his entire team just watching him as he goes for a spawn peak, including us. But spawn peak he will not find anything for. Nekwa would need to be careful. He shoots open the window. Nekwa just completely ignores it, repels onto the roof using the Blackbeard to his advantage. They know the smoke is there. Does the smoke know? Got Davin on the Capital now, repelling up as well. Blackbeard just trying to find some sort of valuable pick, because Rampy is very much trapped in this position. Not a lot he can really do, especially with bathroom window getting opened up. Jakoa just going to try and throw out a magnet. The drone will spot him out, so this smoke is not in the best position ever. Flashes will start to go out. They're just trying to make it horrible for the smoke, and he actually manages to get away with his life. Not just with his life, but on full health as well. That was Zach looking like he was going for a run out, but NerdSync calls his bluff, takes him down. So Jakoa holding this tight angle, and already a player disadvantage for Entity. Rampy is out of position as well, so he's got to rotate somewhere. Davin knows he's nearby, and he'll pre-fire him. Down goes the smoke. Things are looking good for Athena. The Banshee will give away Davin's position. He will sit there and hold the tight angle. They hear things start to get open and Amari rush in. Ali is in a very difficult position. Jakoa though will find the kill onto Kicks, so down goes the Ash. The Banshee still triggering. That is Impact Hole being major kills, looking for a flank. He's looking for his own kills, but he may not find any damage. Looking down for any potential flank. Nerding takes a lot of damage from the MP5K. That can get shot out as C4 gets thrown as well. Alice and Jakoa, sorry, taking a bit of damage trading with Nerding. Just pre-firing a lot of things, getting stunned. Nerding taking even lower. He will see Nerding. Nerding is going to be prone now. They will see him run out, and a nice cross angle as Nerding will kill him. However, there was another kill elsewhere, and it was Necro Instinct on Ali Snackbar, leaving your kills in a 1 versus 4, and he needs to clutch this for a chance to win out the map. Does he know there's a player there? I don't think so. Everybody is prone and waiting. That's what's so annoying. The MP5 not the best weapon in the world. There's not a lot that can really happen. Your kills now will go down, and Athena will win map number 1. 8-7. A great showing between these two teams. Great kill at the end for Nekwa, and what a match we can look forward to. Sean, I got DDoSed, which is why the stream went down. So Athena did win round 14, and they will win round 15. So we now have a break in between maps, get some more people back in the stream, and I thank you all for watching, and what a match this is going to be. 8-7 on map number 1. We will head to Coastline next, Entities map pick. Thank you all for waiting. Just went to get a drink so I don't die halfway through, which is always appreciated. So Coastline is the next map, and Athena will defend first, it says. I'm going to double check that, make sure that is true, because it seems fairly surprising to me. Let me go double check all of that, scroll up through everything. Doopy-doopy-doo. It is Entity defending first. And defending in OT as well. So, blue team, then blue team. We will wait for the players to ready up, and hopefully we will now just wait for the players to ready up. we can get map number 2 underway. So one of the things I found interesting about Entity is they've picked to defend coastline in overtime, which I find quite surprising. A lot of teams do prefer to pick attack. Entity deciding to be different. They will be defending first as well. This isn't what I would say is probably a strong map for Entity. They do seem like the type of team that do enjoy these sort of aggressive maps, sort of like Consulate, but coastline on a much more specific level. So I'd expect a very good and comfortable showing for Entity, and I think this map is probably their best chance at getting one. So we'll wait now for Athena to ready up. No substitutions have come out either, so both teams sticking with the 5 they had before. I'm just waiting for any response. We've got all of Entity are ready, and only 2 players from Athena are. But Athena are going to be feeling pretty good. However, this is, as I said before, the map that Entity will probably be the most strong at, so we'll have to see how Athena can keep up. So of course both teams are allowed a short break, of course, as you know, after going 15 rounds. That might be quite draining for a lot of players. Athena, of course, they are used to it. They are often going to overtime. Of course, their most recent finals, which was Nova Season 2, all 3 maps went to at least 12 rounds. So we are just waiting for Nekwa to ready up. Once he does, we can jump into map number 2. Hopefully there aren't as many delays as there were before, and we can get this one done rather than quicker than the 14 years it took for Consulate. And that's not due to gameplay, it was down to, of course, DDoSing. There were issues with certain admin things, so we are just waiting for Nekwa. I will just message Shaz. Actually, no need, because he readies up. So coastline is map number 2. Typical operator bands: Blackbeard, Nomad, Monty. 3 attackers once again, like Consulate, I'd expect to be banned. Meanwhile, even a Capital. Davin does like to play a lot of Ying, so we may see a Ying band as well. On defense, probably Echo Maestro. I think those are the 2 most known, maybe even a Clash as well. Those are the most known players, characters, sorry. So Blackbeard being banned first, no big surprise there. He is very, very annoying. Of course, that massive face shield which absorbs all those headshots. So he will get banned straight away. The next ban coming from Athena will be the Monty. So First Monty ban, as we saw an IQ ban, interestingly, on Consulate. And we may see a Valk ban here as well. Jakoa and Ali both did play quite a lot of Valk. As time ticks down, it is going to be the Valkyrie. Unsurprising given the amount that she was played in that last map by him. Taking her away could be quite good. So for those of you just joining, Athena are 1-0 up after winning 8-7 on map number 1, which was Consulate. And Malusi the final ban. So this is Entity's map pick. This is what we'd expect them to feel the most comfortable on. And in my opinion, this is the map that Athena may struggle the most. We are going to go to Hooker first. And we'll see, have a look, see what sort of hold we do end up getting. We've got Mozzie, Jaeger, Mute, Bandit and Maestro. I think a fairly standard defensive lineup. The attackers bring in that Ayana once again, that'd be Davin. Have Ace as well. The Nomad being played by Nekwa now that she isn't banned. No big surprise. Nekwa is a very, very good player, especially on a Nomad. So to see Nomad be left up, basically guaranteed that Nekwa would be playing her. So
attackers need to locate
look at Ambiliad's site number 1 for map number 2. Instant rotation hole set up by Rampy. We've got Jakoa. Still on standard rotations of Ali. This is very much a sort of Call of Duty map of Siege. It's very much running around, going for frags rather than typically quite a strategical map. Of course there is some sort of strategy involved, however not on the same level as sort of an intricate map such as, for example, Clubhouse, Theme Park, Cafe, etc.
10 seconds to insertion.
So these similar standard rotations, no cool vibes rotation yet. As soon as I say that, Jakoa will start to make it.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Rampy placing down his Maestro Evil Eyes. Nice, interesting position. Where's the other? That's what I want to know. He even placed it down. He has. We just won't get to see it. So he has placed both Evil Eyes down, and ADS still has yet to be placed. Same with 2 Mute Jammers, Zach. However, just going for a mega roam. Looking around now.
Initiating jammer.
Slowly peeking into Penthouse, for which there is nobody there. Davin's drone going to start to get mute jammered, and he will now actually run up behind Zach. And will he know the Jaeger is there? He's actually going to pre-place his drone. I think better of it and go behind the pot instead. Kicksword playing the Ash, not the Ace, as Valley will be back on that operator. We have seen Kicksword play quite a lot of Ace on this map for Athena. Kills now just going to start peeking things. They don't really seem to have a lot of intel, so Gemini get used up by Athena. Is that Cam surely no longer still exists? I don't think it will, because Zach will run around behind. So actually that drone is still there. I'm quite surprised he hasn't seen it, to be honest. He's going to slow peek it. Pre-fire the Aqua window, and that drone, how has he not spotted it? That's quite a good drone spot. The fact that Zach been making a lot of eye contact with, especially near said drone. Zach will find the kill onto Kicks. Was that quite a long shot, or was that onto roof? I think it was onto roof, so good job from the Jaeger. Well, maybe a bit of contest there, as Nekwa will go for the instant refrag and get a nice headshot onto Jaeger. Frag grenade will get thrown, and Nekwa having a look around now. Start to rappel up. And here is the potential runner, and he knows this, so he will wait for the push. Davino will execute on his teammates' pressure. Ali will get a C4 kill onto Valley, however, and Ali though will get taken out by Davin Atkins, who's on a bit of a double kill so far. He's doing quite strong right now. That C4 is going to get set, and that's a shot through the wall. Ali with that kill, with that kill. Ramping your kills versus Nerdsync and Nekwa. The plant will go down, and I don't think anyone realised that. No, they didn't. Nerdsync holding the angle. We've got Nekwa on the window as well, just waiting for the run up. There it is. He wasn't ready enough, however, but the refrag was there. Your kills went down. Nerdsync versus Rampy. It's all that is left. We'll probably see the wide peak. It's a bait right now coming out. Nerdsync knows this, so he'll sit there, lay down prone. Here comes the plant. It's a fake though, however, but Nerdsync, he will take the bait and he will run with it as down goes Rampy and Athena once again with a very, very strong start. Nerdsync picking up that final kill. Very close though, compared to what we've seen in rounds previous. So Hooker will be the site of choice for round number 2. We'll see what is done different by entity. I think Zach's positioning could do with a bit of work.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So, we now wait and see what this sort of revamped defense will contain. Will it be identical? It does seem to look that way. Same attacking and defensive lineup being brought. Zach, interestingly, bringing the bulletproof cam. He might have brought it before and I didn't pick up on it. However, he is not bringing the barbed wire, which we typically expect to see from the old Jaeger.
Objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
We will see Zach's positionings. He will now go sit in kitchen. So he's doing the standard roam on coastline, which is sit in other bomb sites and wait for them to walk past you, which typically works because interestingly with Consulate it is sort of a massive square with a big square cut out in the middle of it, which this rooftop position is so very strong, which is why we always see attackers flock to it, because you can cut off any rotations into Aqua and any sort of rotation into site. Nequado gets taken down super early, and that's by Zach. However, he won't know this, or will he? He's looking like he's pushing up quite far. Does he hear the crawling away? I think he does. He may think about peeking. It might not be wise. However, he is not wise because he actually pays for it with his life. So good job there from Nerdsync. We all know how big of a threat he is. Davin's already in Akron. Valley droning it out as well. Jakoa will make some bullet holes. Ooh. Very close up with the outlines. Of course, there are walls in between that. So here come the standard breaking things open. Nekro does need to be very careful as he's so low. And that was almost a team kill. That would have been very, very bad indeed. So the Gemini is charging out.
Gemini's done.
Nerdsync holding this angle, waiting for anyone to sort of give their position away. Fortunately for him, nobody seems to want to. They're sort of comfortable with holding this down. Ali in a good position to throw a C4 if needed. And a minute, everyone's sort of reached that first stalemate where They're setting up for the execute, but there is no sort of movement around. Everyone's holding their positions, waiting for someone to move, but too afraid to move first. Kills Jakoa on site with Ali and Rampy. He's playing the long angle with the older. This is good time wasting here, is the smoke. The plant is going to go down and Ali will get spotted out immediately and kicks off. Oh, but he doesn't see Jakoa's C4, so the second C4 will fire out. There is one left. Here comes your kills. There goes another player. Another one that bites the dust quite literally. With a C4, here comes the charge from below. It's in the hands of Nursing. Davin's going to try for third time's the charm. He will go for the plant. Your kills look away at the wrong time because here comes Nursing. Nursing will get the final kill as kicks were found. Rampy, good try from the C4 users. It just wasn't enough in the end. Too many bodies and too little C4s was the name of that round as Nursing with the final kill onto the Mozzie. Athena with a 2-0 lead. A good job so far. So, kitchen and service will be the second site of choice for Entity. Just wait for Nerdsync as usual. Unfortunate round there for Entity. They had the positioning, but they just Zach dying super early was probably the massive cost because he downs Necklace super early on. He just gets a bit too aggro. He knows he's down. You can see here how he knows he's down. Don't know if he knows the Nomad, but he knows he's down the player because he goes out for the peak again. However, when he does go, the players for Athena are already set up waiting for him to peak. And that sort of thing, I said at the start that Entity are quite an aggressive team. And that right there is an example of when and when you shouldn't be aggressive. And it's something a team like Odvix may have been able to do differently. However, unfortunately, for Entity, they made a slightly poor gamble and it just didn't pay off in their favour, and it allowed basically Nursing to just charge up the cool vibe and find everybody else. But it seemed like a bit less awareness, a lot of damage from Jakoa from the spawn peak because someone was at the window, it was fairly an obvious position, and Ali just tries to prone around the bomb site, which isn't very good when someone can just watch you just sort of lay on the floor. You're a free kill, and that showed why. But Ali on the bandit, playing it more aggressively now. He slowly moves around, waiting to see Jakoa run away above after firing some more shots. Davin sees him run past, but unfortunately just a bit too slow on the old reactions. Okay, so it gets rid of Aqua Default and start to position. Here comes the push, clearing out top floor. Jakoa, and he needs to be careful because they're starting to set up these long cross angles. They're waiting for him to push out. They're using the Gemini to drone, but Ali with a C4 kill onto Nerdsing. Kixer gets taken out by Zach as well. Does Zach see the Ayana? Yes, he does. Headshot for him. He will now spin around, start looking for some more as Jakoa will find Necro Instinct, leaving Valley in a 1 versus 5. Very much a difficult position. Zach super low, and there is the Vigil. He can't land a shot. And it's a Pokemon game right there as it gets launched right at Valley's face, and the impact grenade will detonate. Then that final kill, sort of like a panic impact grenade there onto the ace. Entity though will find their first round, which is crucial for them. So the end of the first quarter of regular play, Athena are 2-1 up. So Hooker will be the site of choice. Third time's the charm for Entity. They bring out the cap can as Davin brings out the blitz. So sort of a cheeky counter pick there.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
We'll
attackers.
see how this sort of cap can fits in. If they drone him out, they need to be careful. That blitz is gonna not enjoy walking through those EDDs at all. Where Jacob places them, of course. This is the third attempt at this site by Entity, and they've lost it twice.
Activated device. ADS up and running.
Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well.
Position device.
5 seconds to
I look forward to seeing the quarterfinals if this match is finished by that point. But judging how map 1 went, I think we could still very much be here for quite a while. So Rampy making this sort of botched rotation hole, it's got to be said. Finally opens it up. We'll finish it. We'll see how the strategy here differences. There are more. There's one. Actually, it's the same amount of C4s. It's just instead of on mute, it is a. It is a cap can instead. Davin getting ready to charge on in. They need to destroy these these EDDs. I don't think they know there's a cap can, however.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I think Davin may be in for a nasty surprise if it's on the door, which it doesn't look like it actually is. So Ali knows there's a player nearby. That hatch has been popped. Here come the air jabs, making it difficult. In comes the blitz, and Davin instantly gets wiped out. And Valley is soon to follow thanks to your kills. And well, this sort of weird strategy that Athena have pulled out the bag, very much not a successful one. They see the Mozzie, however, will they find the kill? No, they won't. Your kills will manage to get away with his life. That shield will spot out Nekwa instant. Kicks with a crucial kill on to Ali. Rampy though now wondering where all these players are, how they're all dying. Your kills will find one, refrag onto Kicks, but after Kicks goes down. Nekwa will find the kill onto your kills. Nekwa will find a double, in fact, as both players on very, very low health. Rampy just needs to throw smoke grenades. He's got one left. So that could be it for a kill. They're just going to wait. They don't really know where he is. They're looking to try and go for the plant. He will just spray the SMG-11, give away his position. That will allow NerdSync to spot him out. And how on earth did Athena turn that one around? That is the question we're all going to be asking. They go from a 3v5 to a 2v0 with both players on about 5 health between the pair of them, it seemed. Very, very good effort. Unfortunate for Rampy that those smoke grenades didn't quite land on the targets. However, that was quite a messy round, and a round that Athena looking very, very strong on. It's going to be Hooker again for the 4th time now, as it seems that Entity are determined to make this site work. Will 6-pick off the deciding, yeah, the cap cam wasn't really useful last time, but it looks like he might stay. Nope, he will go on to the Legion. So
Defenders, protect your bombs
Hooker
from being defused
again.
by attackers.
4 of the 5 rounds have been played on this site, and so far they've all gone the same way, and it's just Athena, Athena, Athena.
Bomb located by attackers.
Quite literally, in fact, as they won the 3 rounds here previously. And Athena looking to add an extra round and go out with a half win. Let's see, looking to at least guarantee a draw. Of course, Athena were 3-1 up the first 4 rounds of Consulate, and that ended up going to 8-7 after a 3-all half from both sides.
5 seconds to insertion.
He's still making those rotations. Making the but C4 hole that we saw utilised to such good effect. They've actually gone for 1 less C4, as Athena aren't really going to bite on that sort of bait and force themselves through a gap that wasn't really smart. Zach once again going for the theatre roam. He will now hop in the cupboard and sit there on cams and hope
A bomb has been
a
located.
player will walk past him without realising he is there. Jakar will run past his teammate as they looks down the main stairs because nobody is there. It's going to be an aqua take once more. And ooh, Kixwer will flop to his death as Ali on the roam and Sunrise pick up that kill. And Ali will actually get a double kill as he finds Nekwa once again outside. Zach will find a quick kill onto Nerdsing. This is what Entity have been good at, their speed and efficiency with getting these kills. In gunfights they necessarily shouldn't really win. Like this sort of gunfight we may see, for example, where Zach's already won one before. He will punch his teammate in the face. As Davin slowly makes his way up Cool Vibes. Does he know that Ali is there? I think Ali knows that Davin is there. The pre-fire will come out. He will see him and take him down. So it's a 2 versus 4 now. Davin holding that angle. Does he have some frag grenades? He does have 2. Didn't shoot the default until then. Interesting choice, and Valley will now drop to push in through Sunrise. Was that Zach running down below? It was, and with a double kill to boot as he looks to hunt down the final remaining player. Valley, the newest member, left as Rampy drops down, says hello, splats himself on the floor, but well, gets a nice kill as well. In he goes, down he goes, a nice headshot. Entity will pick up their second round as we approach the end of the first half. So kitchen has been opened up once again, and therefore Entity will go back here as they won it that first time. Ali once again on the bandit. Your kills bring out the Wamai. I can't remember if we saw a Wamai here back on round number 3.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Ali here on the bandit. Had quite a good start in 5 and 4. He's got the most deaths. He's got the tied most kills. 5 is shared alongside Zach.
Attackers have located a bomb.
If we have a look at the utility being brought by both teams, however, let's start with Athena. They are your map leaders. They've got 6 breaches, 2 smokes, 3 flashes, and then 2 frag grenades.
10 seconds remaining.
Meanwhile, the defenders will have 4 impacts, 2 bits of barbed wire, and 1 C4. This is map number 2. It's 1-0 to Athena. There were some issues, shall we say, with the first map, which went the full 15 rounds, as we're going to see Zach and Ali paying attention to Sunrise. They're going to use the GSG-9 operators to hold this position. We'll just stand and look around us. Here he goes, starting to push down. Like still holding this angle. It's quite patient with this one. Your kills looking for those players. Punching open, service entrance. Jakar just stood still, so he will now turn around. What's he waiting for? That's what I want to know. He's actually just going to run away as Nekwa with the opening pick onto Rampy. Down goes the smoke very early on. So Ali will now sit and wait behind the shield. Breaches will start to come out, however that C4 will find literally nothing except make a nice hole for the attackers. And actually you'll find Nerdsing, because Nerdsing not paying attention. Ali holding that angle. He will look for some more. Good C4 throw, I guess, in the end, but he does take a lot of damage, so the health advantage still in the hands of Athena. Even more now as Ali gets taken out by Kixwer, but Zach is there with the with the refrag. Zach right now has been my MVP for Entity. He's been consistently incredibly strong, and he is constantly performing. He's going to run around. I think he knows there's a player there. He will make his position known towards Necro. I do believe that is. Yes, it is. That here. Waiting. Valley, though, will get it down onto your kills. You will see him finish him off. Just 3 versus 2. That drone will spot out that player in CCTV, so Davin knows roughly where Jakoa last was. He will sit in blue bar, walk around, looking around, pre-firing that player. Seem to ignore him. Gonna be pre-firing things now. Won't find anything. Jakoa does find a bullet's worth of damage, but Necro instinct through the wall. Good kill there, leaving the Jaeger back in a 1 versus 3. We know how good he is, but he wasn't good enough for that man right there. Necro instinct with another good round. He has been on fire on the Nomad, and this is why you ban Nomad away from him. Athena will win out the first half 4-2. Yes, they were attacking coastline. However, it puts them in incredibly strong position on a map where you want to get 3-3 score. They'll be hoping that this now kitchen defense will start off in their favor, put them towards map point and a 2-0 map advantage. So, kitchen and service. We are going to see our first IQ and Jackal for this map.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So it's our first Jackal entirely, and same with, it's actually our second Jackal. Rampy played him on 1 round on Consulate. I want to say it was round 11. I may be wrong, but it was on console. I remember that. And Entity Rampy did get a shotgun kill, and Ali will be bringing out the Jackal this time. Rampy on the IQ, of course. IQ banned on Consulate. Oh, Nerdson. There we find the drone after a few attempts at trying.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Ali looking around now. Gonna go on the cams immediately. He does spot the player in there, but there are actually 2 players in there, and Davin will try and support his teammate, but Necro is in a world of hurt. A lifeline is used to get the kill, however, so that is some utility wasted on finishing a downed opponent. Davin getting a bit greedy though, it seems. Right at C4 as well. That'll capture his drone as Jakoa gets taken out by Kickswap. Ali on this Jackal, holding this long angle, looking for Davin, but he just can't find him. Davin runs out of that room, takes a lot of damage, but does enough to get away and be a pain. That is the point.
Attackers have located a bomb.
That's what he can afford to do. Kickswap takes a bit of damage. Meanwhile, the Older will be there, ready and waiting. That we Valley. Davin gets taken out by Zach, however, and Zach continues his tear that he did in map 1. Had over 20 kills at the end of map 1. He's looking to continue his streak. Valley now going for the peak. Will spot that player. Use the Older to suppress the enemies from pushing in. Kickswap takes a lot of damage. Meanwhile, I believe that's from your kills. He sat there ready and waiting. He's going to send out an air jab, and this is a very good hold for now. Once the mad rush comes in, we'll be interested to see how it gets held by Athena. Rampy pushing around above. Kills still looking around. Ali can't quite reach those footsteps. He's going to try and peek now. And that was a peek from the Jaeger of Nerdsync. Not going to find anything. Ali in. Here comes the mad rush into sight, and he won't find that kill as Rampy will instead. This is the push that's needed. Zach is down, so it's a 2 versus 3. There is the plan. Does Valley know this? Yeah, he's just to your left. And he doesn't see the Nomad. That was crucial, but it does take him off the plant. That kill, your kills is taken very low. So 1 versus 2. Nerdsync.
Attackers are activating the
Not
diffuser.
very low health. He's on full health, in fact. Oh, the air jab right there could just be costly there. We're going to see some pre-fires coming out. And he won't see the final player prone on the floor. And that was Ali there. Entity will pick up round number 7. Nice kill there to finish off the round. So we'll see Athena's attempt at hooker now is a 75% Athena win rate, or 75% attacker win rate, depending on how you look at it. Davin will in fact 6th pick off the Ella. No big surprise. I don't think we would see the Ella here. But aside from that, fairly standard Athena lineup.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So, rotations are coming out. Interestingly, this one is at walk height, I believe. Entity will go more of a crouch height rotation. Valley doing a much better job at making this rotation than Rampy did. I think it is fair to say. Shield getting placed in the doorway. Bullet holes being made. That's quite cheeky from Valley. It's the same
5 seconds.
attacker lineup will be brought. Noticing just getting rid
Attackers' objective is to locate
of a
bomb
drone
defuse it.
and those annoying music radios that are horrible. Kixwell will be on the Bandit, going for a more
Attackers
aggressive
dropped the diffuser.
play.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Kixwell will be joining his team. Ali gonna get ready to rappel up. Actually no, he's just gonna break blue bar and hope that he can just charge on in, looking for some footsteps. That'll be Nerdsync. That it gives away. Indeed it is. And where is Nerdsync? Sat in a very safe position, so it's not too bad. He's got 1 more ping left and then he will run around. Or not, he will just sit there instead.
A bomb has been located.
Kixway's walking around to try and support his fellow German operator. There is a drone that gets destroyed now. Or Kixway didn't see that player running around. I believe it was
Attackers have located a bomb.
IQ. No, it wasn't. It was the Nomad, sorry. Ali very close. He's just going to start peeking things in. Kixway gets taken out by Zach very, very early on.
Swapping mags.
Good stuff from the Ash. He will just sit there, hold quite a tight angle as Ali goes for another Jackal ping. Zach with a double kills. He will find Nerdsync as well. He will find a third. He's just charging around. He will find a 4th as well. He did this before in round 2 on Consulate, but this time, can he find the ace? Valley has just dropped down below. Indeed he has, and here comes Zach looking for the kill, but it's stolen by your kills. It's not your kills, it's my kills, he says, and steals the ace right at the end. So nothing for Zach. Entity with a nice rush strat do end up tying things up at 4 apiece. So, hooker and billiards. We will go back to hooker, which still supports the statement that it's very attacker-sided.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So we do have a buck this time around. Get a nice bird's eye view of what the Athena boys are doing with this setup.
Position device. Set device.
Thanks for the updates, no worries. I hope the 3v3 everything's going well with that.
5 seconds remaining.
But the way things are looking, I may not be able to catch any today.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
We're just running around on this Legion, doing a lot better than he did on Consulate with the operator. There. And wait. Gonna throw out some goo mines, and your kill's looking like you're ready to jump up, and that was a nice kill from Kixper, starting things off how Athena want. Then good kill. That's Jacoa taken out. The buck going down very, very early on. That is very good for them. Air jabs getting placed, and Zach gonna move around. He's been, as I've said, he's been a very consistent player, and definitely one that Athena need to be careful of. Rampy now on the roof, going to drop down to join his team, with Ali making his way up blue bar. He will sit there, hold the angle. He will look for the player that's just stood underneath him. Does Ali realise he does? But Davin will get taken out anyway, thanks to your kills above. Kixper gets taken out by Rampy as well, and it's starting to fall apart, it seems, for Athena. They push on into Aqua, full Aqua control already, and it's a 3 versus 4. The bullet holes may be used now. If Valley can line himself up correctly, Nekwa is trying to play default, but there's not a lot he can really do. You will see that player down below. Nice kill onto Ali. Down goes the Jackal. The Nomad, though, is there and waiting. Will find that kill, giving your kills a double for the round. Here comes the plant. There's no C4s out available. Valley will get lit up. The smoke grenades will come off, and there is the plant from your kills. Nothing on a bit of a flank so far, but he's just ended up reuniting with his team. Rampy with a kill onto Valley. And I don't think Rampy really knows where Nerdsink is. Evidently not, as he will get taken out. And here comes the standard pre-fires for the Vigil, looking for the players there. He will find that kill onto Zach. It's a 1 versus 1. He could very easily go for the plant because your kills isn't there. He's going to come behind, however. Does Nerdsink here? He does, but he can't land the shot. Your kills will pick up that kill right at the end. Entity doing all right now. Sort of found their momentum, won their 3 attacking rounds, and put themselves in the lead for the first time at 5-4. So here is the penthouse strat. You mentioned it, Force. Here it is.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So this penthouse strat has been used by Athena before, and it's how much did Entity prep for Athena, or did they just sort of go in and be like, yeah, we're the better team, and hope that they could win things from there. Got standard reinforcements for this little penthouse hold coming out.
10 seconds left before insertion.
The mirror placements and everything that is suiciding his drone, you'd expect. In fact, nobody could shoot it. Oh, there we go. Good work, Valley.
Now you see me, now you don't. Device activated.
I think just pre-firing things, having a look around, waiting for people to sort of push up. Does he know there's a player at the main entrance? That is the question. Someone is right there, and it is Zach. And if you want to pick off a player super early on, Zach's the one you might want to do. I might want to do it too, rather. Awkward phrasing. Oh, kicks were down very early on. That was a nice kill for the IQ. That's why Pulse isn't the best operator in the world. His gun isn't always so useful. Having a look around still, and Ali's just sat on the roof. Getting ready now to... as Zach will find a kill on to Nekwa. Zach has been a big threat. So far, so good for... and that is a solid floor. I'm kind of... that's not a solid floor? Okay, I've learnt something new. That looks solid from below. Evidently it's not, and Valley takes a little bit of breach and charge damage on a 3 versus 5. Got Ali getting ready to support Jakoa. That tight angle, Davin going for the aggressive plays, but it doesn't have the health to do it, and with Nurting down as well. Just sort of waiting for those players. Here comes the plant, and it's Ali. There goes the C4, and it won't find Ali, however, and that is quite crucial. Here comes Davin, he's gone for the aggressive play. He's looking for the player, he can't find it. Here comes the charge out from Ali, down he goes. It's a 2 versus 4, or a 1 versus 4, or a 0 versus 4, as they all fall down. Map point now for Entities. They've won 4 rounds in a row. Put themselves in a 6-4 advantage. So Hooker and Lounge for a last ditch attempt for Athena to get this to overtime. That's what they'll be hoping for. The way things are looking, guaranteeing at least a 4-map game.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Could quite easily become more. Really opening things up now. There we go. So Athena going for a similar setup to what they've used before. They're going to hope that it continues to give them this good success.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds remaining.
It's not been going too well so far, so
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but these defenses from Athena just haven't been working out. Alido takes a ton of health loss at the start, and Davin has brought the Ella this time with the Scorpion, not the FO12.
Bomb located by attackers.
That's a nice Grishmot spot. Ali will have to deal with this low health. He will spot the bandit who is just sat on site, and that is a goo mine, which will waste a little bit of time for this push. Accurate control already in the hands of the attackers. Valley looking for the player there, and he will find a lot of damage, a little bit of damage to Zach. Could go for the smoke grenade through the wall. Of course, when you throw it in this corner, it goes through the wall, does a bit of damage to Ali. Rampy though gets taken out by Kixer, and Ali is trying to go for the refrag. He needs to be careful. Here the shots raining past. The drone's going to sit there and look at him, and as soon as the drone looks away, it gets taken out. Jakoa is going to now go below, sort of pinging things for his team. Not a lot going on. Ali in a bit of a gunfight again. Kixer is doing a good job at delaying this push. see the charge on in. The shots come out. Here comes the smoke grenade. Here comes the plant, however. But Ali is in a bad position. Surely he can't continue this. He can. Will it go down? It does go down, but he will die to the smoke grenade. So they know roughly where it is. Your kills takes a lot of damage. Neko instinct with the mad flank. The Buck shooting things out from below, and it could be good. Zach, though, with the kill onto Nekwa, so it's not all smooth sailing. Zach, though, going to look for some more kills as well, and he'll find one onto Valley. Zach, maybe single-handedly, could turn this one around. He will, however, go down, so it's all in the hands of the Buck. Flashbangs will go up. Shotgun from below. Noticing so very low. He knows roughly where Jakoa is. Jakoa is down, and that will be it. Athena not out of this yet. We'll take it to at least round 12. It's 6-5 after 11 rounds. Only site that Athena hadn't have gone to, that neither team had gone to at this point, was double bar. So there we go. All 4 sites will be used, and Athena could take this to overtime. They would be attacking first, which gives them great confidence. However, it's been looking very good for Entity. Bit of a slip up there. They all just tried to, I think
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Ali
the
knew
bomb.
he could get the plant down through the smoke grenade, so he tried to carry on and stick it on
Attackers have discovered the
and got it
location
on.
of
Of
a
course, he
bomb.
ended up losing his life for it, and then just Nerdsink's flank. Valiant effort from Zach in particular to try and bring it back. If we have a look at the leaderboard so far, Zach is 15 and 6, followed by Your Kills 9 and 5. Then Ali and Rampy going 7 and 8, 7 and 7 respectively. Jakoa going 6 and 7. Meanwhile, on the side of Athena, it's Nursing going 10 and 7. Kixwa and Nekwa with 8 kills. Davin with 5 and Valley with 2.
10 seconds remaining.
Davin will be placing down
seconds
this
left.
shield. Noble Mai for this double bar strat.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Or castle
No
as
time
well.
to waste.
Place device.
We're going to see maybe some sort of extensive hold. It'll be a main lobby. Actually, kitchen service person. Like this is going to enter in immediately. He's got nothing to lose. He's been on fire the entire time, and he will instantly light up Nekwa Instinct. He will sit there and wait as that gets taken super duper low.
Clear of ADS line of fire.
Trying to follow the Legion's movements, and he will get the down, but the Older is there to be able to retaliate, and the Older will do a bit of damage to Jakoa. Davino takes quite a bit in return, and down goes Zach. Fragger for Fragger. That's a nice kill for Nerdsink, and Kigswell will find Ali as well. The speed and aggression not working out right now. Davino taken very, very low. He knows there's a player there. He will just wait for the Nomad. He looks away at the wrong time. In comes the Nomad. The Nomad will just edge out that one thanks to the awkward recon. Your Kills will pick up that one. Actually, he'll pick up the down, and Rampy will pick up the final kill. 3 versus 3, health advantage in Athena's hands. Valley waiting for the push in. Kickswell holding quite a tight angle with Nerdsink on the flank. Is anybody watching the flank? There are probably some air jabs to make sure it doesn't happen. Jakoa's opened up, or looking at the opened up bits of blue bar. Still waiting for Nerdsink. He is the man to watch out for. He'll find a beautiful kill onto Your Kills. He'll trigger an air jab and have to run around. Rampy though will get the plant down in a 1 versus 3. There's nothing he can do now, and it's a 3 versus 0 because Kickswa, with a 3k to finish things off, will tie things to overtime, tying things up 6-6.
Defenders win.
A good showing once more, and for the second map, we go to overtime yet again. Entity will be defending first, and that is quite an important thing to notice. So where would they go? They will go to kitchen. They've got a 50% win rate there compared to a 25% win rate in hooker. So, kitchen and service, the site of choice now. Zach once again on the Jaeger. The alibi was 6 pick.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they
Jacoa
can.
playing that mute instead. Right now, this is a very, very good matchup between these two teams. Very equally matched as well. Nelson won't suicide his drone. Jacoa though takes a little bit of damage already. I think that's from the impact of, I'd assume, Rampy, yeah, making the rotation. Jacoa a bit too near. But I guess that's what happened. So your kills now on said Mozzie. Just going to run around, start shooting at things. Looking for
5 seconds to go.
anything he can find.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Meanwhile, Ali, he's having a much better map too. I think he went 4 and 12 in the at least. I think it was a few more deaths considering rehosts, etc. You're going 7 and 11. Jacoa, losing that bit of health is quite a major disadvantage. Your kills. And Zach still doing as good as they were in map number 1. But Athena have really stepped up their game. I think Entity have as well. Obviously 6-6 once again, but the quality of play we've been seeing is of a much greater level. So Davin was opening up the window, having a look around, and that was Zach as Rumpy goes for a run out. And as you can see from Zach's point of view, Rumpy runs up and drops down dead as Kixwa continues his reign of terror with a double kill. Nice kill there with the R4C. Seems a bit of a commentator's curse there as Zach just walked around the corner. Ali, Jacoa, and your kills, all that's left. Ali just standing still. Gonna throw it at C4, that won't find anything. No, not even a lick of damage on anyone. He will now have a look around. Jacoa and your kills trying to use vertical to their advantage. Your kills can't find the kill, and he will take even more damage and will go down. It's a 5 versus 2, and the lifeline will finish him off to make it a 5 versus 2 legitimately. Nekwa with the kill onto Ali, leaving Jacoa against. He's got a mountain to climb. It's a 1 versus 4 as he did down Kixwa, so he can get picked back up. That's not too great. And oh, Jacoa giving away his position for Nekwa at the end. A flawless round for Athena. And right there, that's the first flawless round we've seen, and Nekwa just finishing things off nice. And, well, how Athena started, really. Map point for Athena now. They will be defending, and they struggled quite massively with their defences. They will go to hooker. They will actually go for double bar. That was the site they won the first time of asking. Force Rooks in Zach's back must nearly be broken. He's doing quite a good job. I think the kills, in general the kills are slightly more balanced in Athena's favour. Of course, their 3 top fraggers are quite equal. But then Davin and Valley are lagging a bit behind compared to everyone after Zach and your kills specifically. But it's been a great match between these two teams. We are only on map 2. I think it is fair to remind you to the delay of map number 1. Going for almost 3 hours. 2 maps nearly done. Both maps going at least to overtime. We'll have to see if this one goes the full distance. drone just sat on site, and I don't think it'll be there for long. As we watch the Maestro potentially try and chase it down. The barbed wire will be put in the doorway. Damn, I'm going to be running around
10
on
seconds remaining.
this Ella
Deploying shield.
5 seconds left.
to see if he can find anything. Are we going to see any early spawn peaks? No, we're not. It's going to be a brutal 5 versus 5, a slugfest as it has been round for round. Just what we've seen so far, and it's certainly looking like it may continue. Aqua is in quite an aggressive position. His service getting opened up. The drone will spot him out. Waiting for that. And he will find it. That is Zach. Inside the service. Aqua just sat there waiting. The drone will get thrown out again. It will spot him out, and he will just start to move away as that drone gets destroyed. The goo mine gets placed. I wouldn't run in if I were you, Nekwa. He's going to pre-fire and just allow himself that freedom to move away. Getting rid of 2 drones there, and Davin is in a difficult position. He's got the FO12. He's just going to charge on in. And he is sat there ready and waiting. Do they know he's there? I don't think they do, as not only did Davin fall, but I believe Nekwa did as well. He did. Zach outgunning that. This is looking like it may go the full 15 round. Valley. He's got those bullet holes ready. Flashbang. And EMP goes out. Actually, our first Thatcher, I didn't even notice. As we're getting ready to push on in. He's gone for this late flank. This could work an absolute wonder.
Activating diffuser.
There goes the Nomad. And oh, there's another one there for you. Unfortunately, NerdSync. It's a nice little Christmas present. 3 fires will come out. He will find one. His kicks will find one as well. It's a 1 versus 3 though, because Valley got taken out by Rampy. The refrags have been there. The positioning is there, and NerdSync, he knows this is pretty much unwinnable for him, no matter his good skill. And he will go down, meaning we go to the full 15 rounds for the second map in a row. Entity will pick up round 14. Nice kill for Zach once again. He has been on fire. Here's a look at the leaderboard. That just really shows how good Zach has been. He's been very consistent as well. He had over 20 kills on map 1 if you count into effect all the rehos. It will be Hooker for Entity. His kitchen didn't work out, so they'll go to the only other site that they have played. They did lose it 3 times and only won it once, so they will hope that they are able to clutch out this one, repeat what they did and roll the way back in round number 5, which feels like 4. Jakar will 6-pick off the leash and onto the guy. We just wait for NerdSync, and here we go. The final round of map number 2
Attackers
coming
need to
right up.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So we'll go for a nice bird's down view of this site. Let's have a look at where all these players choose to position themselves. We do have quite a few to reinforce. This view is a lot better than this of zoomed in one. Anyway, I'm waffling. You're not here for that. You're here for the great siege that we've been seeing so far between these two teams, proving why they deserve to be in the finals.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to
Zach now
insertion.
running down below.
Attackers
Blue
must locate
barricade
and
off
defuse the
blue
bomb.
bar again. He's trying to cut off these rotations. We haven't, I don't believe, seen a Goyo yet. Actually, I think we did. Yeah, there's the Goyo attached to the the window. It's a long day. The doorway there. Rampy just opening things up. You will now sit in the standard smoked position. Haven't bring in that Capital. No Ying just yet. Well, I'd say no Ying just yet. No Ying at all from the man who loves his flashes and stuns and annoying things to go against. maybe go for a quick pre-fire. Indeed he will, but nobody's on that balcony, and all it does is alert them of his position. That camp
Bomb located
ping
by attackers.
away for him. Now he moves around. They know where he is, but he'll find a nice headshot onto Nekwa. And that is not looking good as he's hit his 20th kill. And the Nomad is down early. So watching down below, but nobody is there anymore. They're all on the top floor. With with your kills on cool vibes. Just sit there moving back and forth. Ali sat behind a reinforcement. Jakoa on cam. Zach just walking around again. I don't think Athena are looking towards him. This could be nasty. But it won't be because they won't see him. Oh, it will be because he will go down, but not the nasty that they were expecting. Does a hell of a lot of damage to Valley though. And that is a good takeaway. They will drone out. Smokes in default. They will probably start to throw some grenades in. Ali takes a bit of damage from Kickswell now with this vertical. You know, the ADS do zap out the breaches. There's the smoke grenade. Down goes Valley, and he will die to the smoke as well. Repeating what happened to Ali last time. And this is not going to go looking like it will be an Athena map. However, very much could be, as we do hear some shots echoing around. I think down below, Kicks was still in its stabbing. Trying to bait out the smokes. He will send out a firebolt. C4 will get thrown now. Another one will get thrown, and that does damage to Rampy rather than to Davin. That's quite tragic, as Nerdtink will find a kill onto Ali. Down goes the bandit.
Loading dart.
Next firebolt will go out. There are the smokes, and here is the plant. We are going to see a C4 get thrown out, and down goes Davin. It's got to be a rush from Nerdtink, but they're going to know it's there. It's now down to Kickswell. Can he cover it? As in goes Nerdtink. He will find one, however. Will he go down? He goes for the plant. This is all down to Kickswell. Can he cover? That is the question. He will find the kill though. No, he won't. He will go down, and down goes Kickswell. It's an 8-7, but not to Athena. It's 8-7 to Entity. And wow, we have seen some quality siege so far between these two teams. Zach, definitely the MVP of that map. He was absolutely on fire, unstoppable throughout. So we have a look there, 20-9, absolutely dominating. Very, very good showing for him. So we now get ready to head to map number 3. There will be a short break as we head to Oregon. So thank you all for continuing to stick around. Fortunately, I'm not logged into the account on my phone. Wave, the score is 1-1. Yeah, I know we started 3 hours ago. But we've played 2 maps, 8-7 to Athena on Consular, 8-7 to Entity on map 2, which was Coastline. So both teams have won 8-7 on their map pick. So now we head to Oregon. So in theory, if history repeats itself, Athena will win 8-7. Hopefully, for the sake of my voice, that doesn't happen. But obviously, the great siege we've been seeing has definitely been worth it. So we are just waiting now for people. Once people do start to join back, we can jump back into things. We are just waiting for the potential substitution. As maybe it's just Zach warming up and gone into some terrorist hunt instead. But we will be heading to Oregon. It'll be Entity defending first and then Athena defending first on overtime. Apologies for this, everyone. Wow, absolutely shameful there. But yeah, I have just asked if we could hurry up, because if you didn't know, it's been 3 hours and we haven't started map 3 yet, which it's not typically what you want, but however, we've seen both maps go the full 15 rounds, so I don't think Oregon will be any different, which for my voice may not be a good thing, but hopefully for everyone else it's a good thing, because we've seen some really good siege from both these teams. And as soon as I take a break from casting, the first one I come back to, we go 30 rounds out of 30 possible rounds, so things are looking good. It has been a good show, and we are waiting for the final player to rejoin. I think it's Zach. Zach, as Force said, he's basically carried. I think everyone's done a good job, but Zach has been the stand-up player on Entity, in my opinion. He's just been consistently top fragging. He's had 20 plus kills on both maps. So I think he's sort of been the nerd sync of Entity, like very consistent how he's been on the fragging operators, whereas NerdSync's often on the flex. So he's really doing his job quite effectively, and I think the tight scoreline shows. But we will just wait now for the final people, as there are seemingly no subs from Athena. Apparently he'll be back in 2 minutes. but that was sent 2 minutes ago. As Zach has gone to get a drink. So we will just wait now. As you can tell probably by my voice, it's been a long match so far. Not only am I casting, I'm pretty sure I'm the only mod here at the minute, am I? Oh no, Swill's here, cool. So, as I said, just waiting now. This could very easily go for another 4 hours due to the amount of delays it seems we have, unfortunately, in between maps. So we will just wait. Unfortunately, if you do follow or sub or anything, I won't be able to say because I've not logged in to the account on my phone, so I can't actually see who subs, etc. Waved, stop being annoying. I know that's your whole gimmick, but please, for my sanity. Oh, come on. Doop, doop, doop. I hope you are having a good day. Thank you all for spending time out of your Saturday for watching some Siege. Well, evidently you're not really watching Siege at the minute. We're just sort of sat in a lobby waiting for Zach to get a drink, and then hopefully we can continue. Let's ask if he's back yet. For those of you who weren't here at the start, you missed the opening of the Christmas pack. In fitting fashion, we got Cav. So that was after the first rehost. So that was about an hour in after 3 rounds have been played. We saw a Cav, and that was it. And very sad. But we, as you can tell, I've sort of run out of things to say because I didn't expect to be sat here. What time is it? I didn't expect the lengthy delays. Of course, you always got to prepare for rehost. However, not a lot to really talk about. Theoretically, I've been live for about 3 hours and 15 minutes. A bit longer than that potentially. However, with 2 maps in, we can get through this. But this is very easily looking like a full 5-map series potentially. Going to all 75 possible rounds, of course 15 per game and 5 maps. We could see all 75, which is quite mental, to be honest. So now we just wait. Yeah, I can tell you this stream has been live for 92 minutes. The one before, I got disconnected and Twitch died, and I'm assuming I was booted. But it might have just been my Wi-Fi just cutting out, because I did have a power cut, I think yesterday, the day before. What follows? Has it gone up? It has gone up. We have gone up by 5 followers, which is always appreciated. But yeah, what's it called? This one, we've been live for 92 minutes. The other one live for about 105-ish. So, quite a while. Hopefully Zach hurries up, because I'm, as you can tell, I will just ask if there's hurry up. I hope you all are having a good Saturday. I hope everything's been going well. Nearly, for those of you not at school, nearly there. It's nearly Christmas. For those of you who are at school, I hope you're enjoying your Christmas. Your Christmas holidays. Apparently, the players grabbed a sandwich and drink and said he's coming upstairs now. And that was about a minute ago. So, fingers crossed, Zach does hurry up. But he is hoping. There's not really a lot I can even talk about. I suppose I can talk the people who weren't here at the start through the map. So it's an interesting map ban phase. So Athena picked Consulate, Entity picked Coastline, then Entity could ban 2 maps, and they chose Clubhouse and Theme Park to remove. Athena then picked Oregon, Entity then picked Cafe, meaning Villa is the decider. We may end up seeing Villa, but we'll definitely see up to Cafe, judging by the 1-1 scoreline. Of course, 8-7 on Consulate to 8-7 to Athena, and then 8-7 to Entity. Hopefully they hopefully it's not too long now. Okay, so Zach is back. So finally we go into some gameplay. So, Oregon it is. And as we all know Oregon, judging by the fact that we've all probably played ranked, and it's the only map that ever gets played in ranked because it seems to be the only map in the ranked pool. So, Oregon it is. What are we going to see? I'm going to say Thatcher ban. Our first Thatcher ban. Coastline and Cotswold aren't really Thatcher maps. We've seen him play once in 30 rounds. And here we go. Op ban number 1. It's actually just going to be Blackbeard. So Entity removing the Blackbeard super early on. He was played by Jacoa, and I think Nekwa played in 1 round on Consulate. And then he's been banned. Thatcher now, the second ban. We may see our first mirror ban, but we may see the Vigil ban once again. Have to see potentially a Valk. Who really knows? So that fact that Nomad is left up basically says who Nekwa's going to play. It will be the mirror. So the final operator is going to be a Malusi. So I just wrote Malusis. God, it's having an effect on me. Anyway, so round number 1. Where are we going to go first? Castle's left up, which isn't a major surprise. We are slowly making our way towards the potential end of this thrilling match between these two teams. In game, it's been really, really good. We will see kids first, and oh, Jacoa, why? Jacoa bringing out the clash. I was going to say, in game, it's been really, really close between these two teams. However, it's been a bit slow. But that's nothing we can really do about that. Man lives in a 30-store block of flats and has to get out from the ground floor to the top floor when the lift is out of order, perhaps. Maybe maybe. Maybe he did something that Saab must repeat that.
As many bombs as they can.
Or maybe he did say apparently make a sandwich, so maybe he was cooking something to put in a sandwich. However, anyway, it doesn't matter because we're here now, and hopefully this map makes it worth the delay. Teams the lead. Athena will see if they can extend, retake the lead, when Entity will try to take the lead for the first time this series. This game was supposed to, as a max, go on until about 7 o'clock, but judging the way the things have been going, due to unfortunate delays, etc., etc., this could very easily go to something like 9 o'clock. Which, I mean, if we see Great Siege, I wouldn't be opposed to, but Matty, it is 1-1, 8-7 to Athena, and then 8-7 to Entity. So, ooh, Nekwa takes a lot of damage from Jacoa early on. He did 6-pick off the clash onto the bar, which I failed to notice in my pre-match ramblings, it seems. The main window, was that? Yes, it was. Main window going to get shot open. I believe that was by Davin, and in comes Master. And that'll be NerdSync pushing on in. Is he using a suppressor?
Reloading!
No, okay, it's just a sound glitch. Volley now, pushing up. Gonna throw the drone. They do know it's been electrified, been destroyed. Ali now holding the tight angle. Your kills running around with that Mozzie as well. Just gonna start to miss things. Matty, you wouldn't be the first to say that. So Ali going to be holding the tight angle now, as Zach takes will deal a bit of damage. He's holding a tight angle, and he will start things off how he ended the other two maps with a nice kill onto NerdSync. Zach has very much been on fire entirely throughout. Kills now, looking around. He'll sit there holding the tight angle. Jacoa looking like he will try to peek, holding this tight angle. Davino takes a bit of friendly... No, it's not friendly fire. It's a bit of fire from Zach, and Zach will get air jabbed. He will go down, but the refrags are there. So Neko gets taken out by your kills, and Ali takes down Kickswa. Leaving us in a 2 versus 4, it's Davin and Valley versus Rampy, Ali, Koa, and your kills. The pre-fire from Valley coming out, and he will find a nice headshot onto your kills. He will deal some good damage to Ali. However, the attackers have very, very low health. Less than a minute on the clock. Valley holding that angle, waiting for Ali just slightly to the left, so he can get the kill. Rampy still on full health with only one smoke grenade remaining. Oh, the shot's just a bit delayed. Ali will still stay alive, and Jacoa is there. We'll get rid of said drone. The shield will get shot at. 20 remaining. Last smoke grenade does come out, and here comes the rush into the SMG-11. Down goes Devin Atkins, and down goes Valley as well. Entity, for the first time this series, pick up round number 1. Ali with the final kill right at the end. So, laundry and supply will be the next site of choice. And Matty there. Athena. It's been a very, very close game between these two teams. So we will head down to the basement. And we will wait for NerdSync and jump in. So there was the 6th pick off the vigil onto the Ella. That's done by your kills. Have a look at how they choose to defend the basement. Have a look at this sort of setup that they chosen to use. Placing down an ADS there in elbow. Are we going to see placing down 2? So this is probably going to be an elbow hold. Here. Yeah, the smoke shield, and it will probably be Rampy playing that as reinforce 1. Does he reinforce the other? No. Spee, once Rampy can get round to destroying it.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Black Eyes now coming out. Koa running around with that C4. See where he places his cams. He just place one in freezer when there's already a default in freezer. So, 5-man site hold is what we are seeing right now. We've got Rampy, not he is playing behind the shield distance here, not in the typical position. So now we'll try to destroy that shield, and that will get us up. And he will use the 3rd one though to get rid of it. Good ADS is there. Let me just list for the next 10 seconds. There is still one left. We wait as Davin starts to open up the hatch. You can tell he's sort of thinking about potential C4. That's who's that down below. It's Jacoa. Not the most effective. Not the most effective or nice maverick trick I think I've ever seen. Go on, Davin. There we go. He finally gets it, and NerdSync gets taken out very early on, and that was by Zach. Zach though instantly retraded out, and that was by Devin Atkins.
Reloading.
There is a refrag though, as Jacoa will find a kill onto Valley, and it's kill for kill, blow for blow. But right now, it's all about Entity. Your kills holding in freezer. So
Attackers
they're
have
waiting.
located a bomb.
You will start to push towards the tower stairs. Maverick hole being made, and that's just so you can fit a grenade in. Ooh, actually gets that's the breaching charge there. Watching the freezer rotate, Davin's got a very nice angle. You might be able to find a kill here if that player moves. Looking into bandit batteries. There is the grenade getting thrown. Neckwidow gets taken out and finished off by Ali. Rampy though gets taken out by Kicksman. Davin will find a kill onto Ali. It's now a 2 versus 2. There is time. Here comes the plant, surely. Down goes the Valkyrie. No, it's not. The Maverick will go down instead. And the Valkyrie sat there with the Deagle. Hipfire, headshot. Down goes Kickswa. And Athena crumble at the final hurdle. Drop shot as well. Oh, disgusting. Anyway, Entity 2-0 up right now. They're feeling pretty confident with themselves. So, meeting and kitchen will be the next site. We'll see Davin 6-picking off the Maverick. We'll also see Rampy 6-picking onto the Maestro. It'll be onto the Ying. Interesting choice there. It's 1-0 currently, Proza.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So, meeting and kitchen is the choice. So, your kills now running around on the Mozzie.
5 seconds left.
There we go. Okay, so your kills going to be running around on the Mozzie in the lobby, going up the main stairs. Be Zach charging around now. Also on the Jaeger, also going up main stairs in this sort of top floor vertical hold. Rampy spinning up those evil eyes and placing down said barbed wire.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Just shoot some bailiff shots there. You'll now sit there with the older Nekwa now making those air jabs to cut off those rotation. Very, very crucial is what we've seen is some very, very nice flanks from Zach in particular. Zach, he's holding a very nice angle there. He will deal a lot of damage to Kickswa. He will just sort of face check it though, and Jaco will find a nice kill onto Nekwa. That's the castle. Sat there prone, waiting. Kickswa does get taken out by Zach. And things are looking good for Entity. We'll see Ali pushing up these stairs. Does he see the nomad? Surely he does. Oh, he does, and he triggers it anyway. And will immediately run downstairs, but there is somebody sat there ready and waiting. And who is it? It's Nerdsync, because Davin gets taken out. Nerdsync, he sees that player, but Jacoa with the double kill. Bissell in this position, and Valley though will get one, but he probably won't be able to get much more. Castle spots his feet, will start shooting his legs, forcing Ace to go on a run. He will find the kill onto Rampy. He will though get instantly traded out by your kill. So Entity with a 3-0 advantage. Oregon currently looking like their map. Bates is a 1-0 It's a 1-all map score, 8-7 to Athena on Consular and 8-7 to Entity on Coastline. As you can see, it's currently 3-0 to Entity on Oregon. So Kids is going to be the site of choice once again. Davin bring the Ying once more. Athena just hoping they can have a bit more impact, because the closest they've been to a round win has been round 2 in Basement, when it was a 2 versus 2. Then on round 1 it was a 2 versus 3, and that round it was 1 versus 4. Not a lot that could really be done in that one.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Piss down!
Your Kills now running around with the Mozzie, looking for any cheeky drones that he can spot. Ali once again bringing out the Bandit.
Place device! You can stop worrying about
Just
grenades
run
now!
around now. He's got those Bandit batteries. Rampy as well. It is his.
10 seconds remaining.
He was just sat sort of behind. Well, he was not sat sort of. He was sat behind the shield in Attic, just holding the angle, forced Davin to just charge at him. Peeked up, said hello.
Objective is to locate a
Hit
bomb
him
and
with
defuse it.
the SMG-11 to the face. Davin instantly killed from a spawn peek from Zach. Zach's been going for these all day, and Your Kills tries his own little spawn peek. It doesn't work. He takes a bit of damage, but he still keeps himself alive, and that's the crucial thing. Ecuador now taken out by Zach. He's just running around, opening windows, and just charging about the map. He's treating it like he's solo queuing ranked, and Athena just can't do anything about it. He's going to go out to try and get another. He gets a bit too greedy that time around. His aggression, although it paid off, was his own downfall at the end. Noting with that one, cap things off. So the last 4 are now sat on site. Your Kills on the Mozzie. We're going to see Rampy just charge straight towards them, look down below. He's to prevent any sort of bandits, and I don't think he really realised that. As Ali, well, he's got no bandit batteries anyway, so he'll just sit and wait. Just fires. There's a C4 ripped and gone. If utility wasted there, is Nerdsig just looking for some players, pre-firing as much as he can. There's not a lot he can really do.
Cover your ears.
Here comes stuns. There we go, and here potentially come the smokes. Lumpy though, gonna throw out a regular a smoke grenade. Sorry, there's the plant. They're gonna keep it out, but it won't matter because there's a C4 blow onto Valley. Noting though, we'll get a crucial kill onto Krakoa. It's a 2 versus 3. Your Kills, Ali and Rampy left now. Make that a 2 versus 2 because Nerdzig's got a triple, but he doesn't see the one by white stairs. Sorry, that was Ali there charging around. He's going to look for the final kill onto Kixel. Kixel needs to be careful because Bandit is going to probably try and peek and get a nice kill. Your Kills trying to back him up. Ali and Your Kills sat there holding angles, making it impossible for Kixel to push. They're doing quite a good job at it. It's currently looking like it could be a 4-0 advantage.
Attackers recovered
1
the
versus 2. He's been picked up. Ali is there. Kixwer is not. It's down he goes, meaning Entity pick up round number 4. So it's a 4-0 advantage. And Athena currently looking a bit outclassed on this map. So, we do see a Tachanka being played by Rampy, which, don't know if you know, that's an illegal operator, so we'll sick pick that. We head now down to Laundry. So we sit here and wait.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So Davin will be holding diffuser and your kills will be on the smoke. This time as Rampy picks up the Goyo. So we'll see what he can do on this smoke. Rampy's been doing quite a good job on it, being there when his team needs to be, using his utility as he
10 seconds
should.
remaining.
We'll now sit there, make those rotations.
Defuse the bomb.
Loading new magazine!
The attacker's bomb diffuser
Kills
has
now
been dropped.
reloading,
Attackers have recovered their
shooting
diffuser.
out some rotation tells. He'll just sit there now, open, shoot down the fan. Sorry. We do hear some gunfire rain out from above, and Davin will start to drone his team in as Nekwa gets ready to want to push, but if he can, that is a different question. Nekwa just having a look around, not had the best of impact so far, but neither has any of Athena apart from really NerdSync. Ali just sat there spinning around. The little server like there really helped out. Zach though looking for a kill. He's been a very, very dangerous player. Currently with 6 kills. He will sit here and wait, and he will find a beautiful headshot onto Kixwa. And down goes the Ash. We're going to see Davin Maverick trick again. Zach gets taken out by NerdSync, so good job there. Getting rid of the big threat. That's a really, really good shot there. Oh, through the holes. That's great work from NerdSync. You can get a 4 versus 4, meaning that Athena aren't necessarily out of it yet. So we see your kills struggling to shoot those drones. We'll sit there and wait. NerdSync though, looking like he wants to enter in. The shield gets popped. They will just shoot the ADSs. Here come the breaches. That will open up the nice rotation into blue and allow for more pushing. Devin just sort of sat there. C4 gets ripped and wasted. To see
Bomb located by attackers.
bandit battery so far. There we go, now he sees it. Down it goes. So we've got the Salmas coming out, creating these very nice angles, restricting the defender movements, and that is crucial because we've seen Entity too many times just charge on around the map with no issues. NerdSync running around above. I think better off it's Jaco just sits on these cams. Smoke grenade getting thrown early, but NerdSync is there to capitalise on the player's movement. Gets a kill onto your kills. 15 seconds left. The smoke is dead. And that's going to be a nice kill for NerdSync. C4 from Jacoa, very, very good. Down goes Valley, and that's the planter dead. There is a Maestro Cruiser, do they know? Down goes the Valkyrie. There's the Goyo. They haven't seen him yet. He will find the kill. The plant is going down, but Davin is there with the kill right at the end. Down goes Rampy. And Athena finally pick up their first round of Oregon. So, meeting and kitchen is where we go once again. We will probably see a very similar defender setup. We are just waiting though for NerdSync before we can load on in.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
You'll see the rotate made from
Attackers
Rampy.
discovered the location of a bomb.
And he will start moving around, place the shield in the doorway. Which is where the kill from that round came, from the last time it was here came from. It was Valley with a kill onto the Maestro. Got some sort of security hold once more, which is kind of what you need for this site. And Rampy is going to be barricading things up. We approach the last round of the first half.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
So Zach will be a player to watch once more. He's had a kill in every single round. And he's been a major threat. Down his ADS. Right, to move around. We're going to see this castle position once again. We'll see Jacoa just sit here prone top of patch, waiting for them to try and breach this out. We'll probably have to see this wall taken first. Otherwise your kills, Jacoa, could be a big annoyance for Athena to deal with as your kills move around now. Having a little look. We'll just whip out the pistol for no reason as Zach will find Necro Instinct. A great start. Down goes to Nomad. Pro Necro can't really seem to do anything this map because he just gets wiped out. Kixer now going to slowly peek his way forward as his feet seem to give away his entire position. He will just reaching round it as there's not a lot else he can really do. I don't know. There we go. As oh, what a grenade onto your kills. Great work from Davin there. Going now forced back. Ali just sat here in freezer stairs. He is that bandit. There's not a lot he can really do as of yet, so he will look for the roam. Here we go, he's going to walk up the stairs. Kerr will get taken out by Kixwell, who's just moved his way towards Attic, as Davin was in Attic, turns around, and there is Rumpy to say hello. All the way from below, good job with the SMG-11. Do they actually know he's there? That is the question. He may just try and throw something up. They'll pre-fire him though, and Valley will pick up that kill. A good work from him. The IG boys doing their best to coordinate that sort of Attic push. Now actually just going to try and push in towards the site. You need to be careful because Zach is there absolutely gunning people down. You'll sit here juggling these angles, waiting for the push forward. You will see Valley jump on in. I believe that was Valley. Now starting to maneuver his way towards where they're planting. The call come out that they're planting. Can he do it quick enough? No, he can't, but he will get the kill, and that's the crucial thing, but he'll get instantly refragged. That's by NerdSync, because he could take down Valley, kicks it down, everything up above. Kicks over with the kill, onto your kills, and finally down drops Bandit. Athena will finish the half 2-4 deficit. However, after losing 4 rounds in a row, they'll be feeling okay with that result. So at the end of the first half, it is a 4-2 lead for Entity, and Athena will now go on to the defense. They'll choose to defend kids first.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
So,
used by attackers.
let's have a look at the leaderboard at the end of the first half. NerdSync going 10 and 5, the only player to reach double digits so far. And it's Davin and Valley, 4 and 5, 4 and 6 respectively. Kicks with 3 kills and Necro yet to find a kill. Meanwhile, on the side of Entity, Zach going 9 and 6, Jacoa going 7 and 3, Ali with 5 kills, Rampy with 3, and then your kills with make sure I can monitor chat. Have a good day to all.
5 seconds left before insertion.
ATS deployed and ready to go.
So Valley now is going to making these kill holes in the floor, allowing any room down below just to be able to see default, preventing any sort of plant there. They do hear the windows starting to get broken open. Ali snack bar now just going to move away on that thermite as he will now shoot open the barricade. Using a nice flame skin as Jacoa holding this tight angle, holding this long angle I should say, in towards kids. Kills draining out the lesion. That's Necro Instinct, who has now just been dropped because of Zach, who's just sat there ready and waiting, watching into attic, preventing any sort of push out as they do hear a door getting broken open. As that is a teammate. That's some nice shots going in to Nerdsig, taking him very, very low. Just got to be very careful. He's holding this tight angle. He's going to look away at the wrong time. Down he goes. It's a 5 versus 3 now. A good kill from the kills. It was his kill that time. Just wait for any sort of further push. Valley gets lit up and taken rather low. Taken so low he's down, I should say. With Nerdsig on very low health as well. They're going to ping that they're picking people up. And oh, a nice double kill for your kills, leaving Davin Atkins in a 1 versus 4 as he got 1. But it won't be enough because down he goes. Entity continue the trend and now find themselves only 2 rounds away from winning map number 3. So laundry and supply will be the site of choice for Athena kicks. We're going to 6-pick on to the Ramai. Onto the Goya rather. Rampy going to 6-pick back onto the Maverick. So keep them guessing about who he may be playing. So now we wait for to load on in.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Let's have a look at how this basement hold is set up.
Bomb located by attackers.
So anyway, apologies for that. You know, some admin things. We're going to see the standard Athena basement setup, and includes reinforcing these 2 walls. You have no sort of elbow presence whatsoever. You just give it to the attackers, and they try and make do with it what they can. Got Rumpy just going to be droning that. Ooh, droning. Valley going to move his way to the top. Get rid of that drone. Barricade off freezer stairs and then probably make his way right back down again and get ready to hold. He's kited with the freezer hatch. Davin playing quite aggressive here. He's watching onto the back stairs. You hear the Goya shield to get destroyed. That's why the Ash charge of Zach is taking a little bit of damage. Oh, that could be a very nasty C4. It wasn't a nasty grenade, however. They are just trying to force that pillar player back, and that pillar player was Kixwer, and he will not be sent back in the slightest. Can Davin trick? You don't need to, 'cause there is a mute jammer, and that's doing it all for them. The mute jammer though does get destroyed as Zach just walks on into sight. He's going to look and find one onto Kixwer. He's going to look to find another, but instantly refragged by the Kaid of Valley. Angles being held all round. Beautiful kill by Valley. He will pick off Ali. Down goes Thermite. Rumpy holding quite a tight angle. Get a nice headshot onto Davin Atkins. Now it's Jacoa and your kills. Rumpy versus Valley, Nerd and Necro Instinct. Nerd. Tight angle trying to kill that Maverick, and he will be able to line up the shot. Beautiful one tap. Down goes Rumpy. Here come the stuns. We're going to see that player, but he's got the SMG-11 out and won't be able to line up said shots. Here comes the plant. Aren't going to be able to do a lot about it, but it is forced away thanks to this C4 from Nekwa. And I think their charges on out and will die quickly, to be honest. There's all Nekwa Instinct, sorry, gets a very nice kill on to Jacoa. He's going to look for the final one. He does get air jab back into safety though. Your kills now in the 1 versus 2. He will look to find one. He won't even find one because the SMG-11 is there. And Athena keep themselves alive, narrowing the advantage down. Only 2 rounds. It's 5-3. Kids and Doms will be the site of choice once more. And we'll see how this hold goes. Athena will need to win the next 4 rounds in a row to take this without it going to overtime. Meanwhile, Entity will only need to get 1 round, and they can at least guarantee themselves in overtime.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So what is going to be different? That is the question on everyone's lips, it seems, about Athena. What can they do differently? So we're still in the prep phase, of course. We're seeing a very similar setup being utilised once more by Athena.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
And Davin is going to now be on this Maestro roll. No Castle yet. I do personally like Castle on this side, so I've said a few times, there are sort of 4 windows that you may like to cover up. For that I find Castle probably the best operator, one of the better operators for this site. Nerdsync is kind of trapped right now. He's going to look at the bullet hole he has made. There is the barricade, there are some pre-fires as well. He's going to peek it anyway, and that player has gone to the roof. That was Zach, I believe. His Rumpy gets taken out by Kixwer. That is, where on earth is Kixwer? Kixwer goes for a run out? Or did he just walk around? I think he just walked around. No, it was a run out. Good run out there from Kixwer to start things off for Athena. In rounds they desperately need as well. I think now just pushing up. Look to find the nomad. We'll light up that as well. And Nekwa just holding tight in a position as down goes Nerdsync. Here come the flashes and the Legion is trapped. Zach now on relatively low health, and down goes the Thermite. Ali snack bar taken out, and there are the Maestros as Nekwa with the kill. Down goes Zach, down goes Nekwa. Jacoa with that kill, and there's another quick kill in quick succession as he took down Valley as well, making it a 2 versus 2. Davin Atkins, Kixwer versus Jacoa. It's your kills. I haven't seen anyone actually on site though, and that's the dangerous thing because, well, yes, they don't have diffuser, but that diffuser is uncovered, allowing any attacker to take it quite easily as well. Jacoa just opening up this main doorway, and Kix was sort of trying to back around. See the rappel above, using this position below to find some good damage onto Jacoa. He weren't able to pick up the diffuser then, but he was now. Davino gets taken out, and this round that was so good for Athena now starting to fall apart as Jacoa will find the final kill. Entity find themselves on map point at only 9 rounds in. This has been a major contrast to what we've seen before. So kids will be the site of choice once more. Again, it was a really good start. Nick were really equalising things. It just didn't matter in the end because, well, Entity were there. They weren't really playing around. I think Jacoa ended up with a 4k, or was it a 3k? It might have been a 3k. I think it was a 4k. Jacoa now 6-picking off the Zephyr, going on to a different operator. Or is he staying on the Zephyr? Staying on the Zephyr.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So we now head down to dining and kitchen. It was the site, I believe, that got 6-picked in all of that. Valley bringing out the mute. We've got no Maestro for this site. Maestro is very, very good because you see these holes Nick was making. You can just have a Maestro here with the Older and just spray people as they will pass. You put the Maestro in showers, you have the castle to give him maximum protection, and it all just works really, really well.
5 seconds remaining.
Evidently, Athena don't want to use that. They're just trying for this off sort of site pick to an attempt to win out this round, as they are 3 rounds down, and the enemy team is on map point. Not match point just yet, as it is 1-1 in maps. Valley now running on through. Here comes the barricade onto security. They're just going to walk on in. They're going to try a similar setup to what we saw before. And here comes Zach. He's going to walk on in, and he'll get pre-fired because of it. Should have got a drone there to help. Evidently they didn't, and Valley picks up the opening pick, and it's on Zach as well, the tie top fragger for Entity at the minute. In the entire game, in fact, as Nerdsync and Jacoa also both have 11 kills. Nerdsync, speaking of the devil, was now taken out by Rampy, who is looking pretty good at the minute. He moves himself up to 5 kills. He will get taken a bit lower than normal, but he'll do a lot of damage to Kixler. He just looks to find the bandit, and he'll look for that kill. The C4 gets used. Your kills is there as well to help if needed. He's got the air jab sent out, and down they drop. As Valley now gets rushed on in, and that was a nice drop. Good kill. Which the thermal charge now comes out, and Nekwa having to hold the site all by himself while the rest of his team tries to rotate. He'll rotate behind them though, but he'll get spotted and taken out by Ali. Thermite with that nice kill. The Thermite though with that nice death off for Instinct absolutely domes him. As the user carrier dropped, and now the flashbangs coming out, and Nekwa has been flashed. There's not a lot he can do right now. He's stuck there in a bad position. A 1 versus 3 as Davin gets taken out. It's a 1 versus 3 to keep them alive. There's the Sphere. The Sphere goes down. That is crucial now. He sees the Maverick. He'll take down the Maverick. Can he take down the Nomad? No, he can't. It's a 1 versus 1 post-plant situation. But the difference is your kills is on full health. Does he spot the Nomad? He did, but just too late. And Entity will close out map 3 in 7-3, dominating fashion as we head to Cafe Dostoevsky. But there from Koa, his first MVP of the series. He ends up top fragging as well. What a good showing there from Entity in particular, as now we will head to Cafe, which is Entity's map pick. Athena will defend first. Blue team will be attacking first. Who's defending? Orange team will be attacking first. Apollo, the score is 2-1 to Entity right now. So we do have a short break as we get ready to jump into Cafe. We will just wait, of course, for players to rejoin. It's Ali and Jacoa that have currently just left. Just be one moment, guys. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. thank you all for bearing with. We are currently waiting for the final 2 players of Entity, and then hopefully we can jump into map 4, which is Match Point. Map wise for Entity, after dominating Oregon performance. Ironically, so far these first 3 maps have followed the same scoring pattern as the TEG Season 2 finals. So the first best of 5, sorry, I ever casted with 2, which went 8-7, 8-7, and Athena losing 7-3 on the 3rd map. Which, if history repeats itself, Athena may not win out Cafe and lose. I think it was 7-5 they lost Clubhouse on. Yeah, it was. So right now, if you're Athena, would you say that right now is the time to make a sub? Both rosters have used the same 5 players for the past 40 rounds we've had. Of course, 15 on the first 2 maps, 10 on the previous map. So surely, specifically if you're Athena, you're 2-1 down at the minute, do you make sub? This is something I brought up when they played in the Nova Season 3 finals. Is their hesitance, should we say, to make sub. They only used 6 players for the 3 maps, and once they were 2-0 down, they just swapped 1 player out for the one that was in the first. So surely now, you would argue, is a good time to put in some fresh players, because that's the advantage Athena have. They have a much bigger roster, I believe, to Entity, so they can afford to switch these players out. But evidently, Davin's comfortable with the roster they're playing. They've got faith that they can do well on Cafe. Checking that both sides are both correct. Indeed they are. So, without further ado, let's hope that these 2 players, apparently they are changing batteries, hopefully they can change them a little quicker. Of course, we have been here for quite a while. For those of you who don't know, I do thank you all for stopping by on this Saturday evening. Thank you all for showing the support that you will have. So heading into Cafe, we do have Athena starting on the defense. I think they can definitely win out this map. But Entity have just been looking so strong. Zach in particular seems to have been looking incredibly strong. drop double digits in each map so far. So I think if your entity, he is your win condition, because he's been just on a completely other level frag wise. I'm just asking for an update from Rampy, if everything's okay. Do feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I understand this may not be the most riveting thing as we sit waiting now. Both the remaining players have been invited now. We are just waiting for them to join, and then we will start map number 4. Thank you all for being so patient. There we go, Ali does join, as does Jakoa. There we go, so we're going to start straight away. So Cafe Dostoevsky is potentially the final map we will see. Although it could go all 5 maps, and that really would be a curveball if that was the case. So Ace is going to be the first ban. A standard ban on this map, I've found that a lot of teams do enjoy banning a lot more. The Blackbeard is now just he's a given ban at this point. So the next 2 defender bans are going to come out now, and the first ban will be the Melusi. The Melusi has been quite a big annoyance for a lot of people, especially on this map. Of course, she was banned on that last map as well. Final ban is going to be a clash. So no cheeky, I'm going to send the corner and just zap you all to death. So Athena will start on the defense, and it's the first time they actually have started on the defense, and it's the only time they will start on the defense. So they're going to try and make the most of it. Bar will be the first site. There we go. So Bar and Cocktail the first site. The Twitch is an interesting pick, and it will be 6th pick no matter what.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Hey, so Cafe Dostoevsky, a very defender-sided map due to its immense size. Haha, very funny. Anyway, it's often quite difficult for attackers to push in time. Time management is probably the most prevalent on this map in particular. That's mainly when attacking kitchen, because I mean you can just see the cluster, how much you need to drone. It's on the same sort of level with Villa,
10 seconds to insertion.
where there is just a lot
5 seconds
to
left
do,
before insertion.
a lot that needs to be done.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
We'll now see sort of shotgun holes being broken up. This is Athena's sort of key strat for this. It's a very mirror. It is quite the mirror strat, and it relies obviously very heavily on mirror. So as she has been left up, this Nekwa going to go for a cheeky spawn peek. Unfortunately for him, nobody spawned over there. Ooh. Oh, Nekwa just got punished hard. Really unfortunate there. He is the first death. It is refragged though, as Zach will get wiped out thanks to Kix's older. She wonders maybe they should have brought a castle. Poor Kix was just trying to make it so we can jump out. As we do wait, a mirror has been popped open, but speaking of the mirror is dead. Down goes Valley thanks to Jakar, and Jakar with a cheeky double as well, leaving Kixwa, no longer Kixwa. Kix was as he was being taken out, leaving Nerdsink in a 1 versus 3 after getting a nice kill on Jakar. Now he's trying to use this mirror to his advantage. The plant is going down thanks to Ali. He will just sort of walk in, he sees the Nomad. Does the Nomad see him? He will sit there. Kills now sat behind the bomb. They don't really know where he is. Ali gets taken out. So 1 versus 2. Kills just looking for the Jaeger. You see the Jaeger and get the nice early kill. Entity will start the round off how they're going to hope that they can end it with a victory. So they find themselves 1-0 up. So bar and cocktail will be the site again. You won't see the mirror strats this time. Instead see probably a more standard setup which we'd expect to see when a mirror is banned, as she often is. You will see Kix for 6 picking off the vigil, so if he goes onto the mirror that instantly proves me wrong. He will go onto the Wamai instead.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So having a look at how this setup will be different. Please can someone shoot the speakers. Echo reinforcing the red stairs or walls as you do. Rumpy's drone. It's going to follow him. Shadow is every movement. And we're going to hope that he won't be the opening pick this round.
10 seconds remaining. Attackers have located a bomb.
He will now just
5
sit
seconds to insertion.
underneath the window. An issue I've got with this map, spectators, is that it needs to let you move to the left more. Because you'll see what I mean when I'm... you can't... when you're zoomed in, you can't see anything. Very, very poor there at UB. It makes spectating someone like the Jackal quite annoying to do anyway. So some early pre-fires will come out. You do see some things thrown around. We also see Valley be the opening pick. Unfortunately for Athena, they just seem to... Entity have the resilience, it seems. Something I didn't think they would potentially have, judging by their lack of experience in best of fives. And I think being Jackal ping, there's not a lot he can really do. Davin just waiting. Knows that people have dropped. Drone gets shot out. He repositions, he gets Jackal pinned, and he will move around again. Pre-firing, running around, ping, rinse and repeat. That Nomad has spotted him, spotted him, and the Ash will get a nice kill there. Zach with one. Rampy gets one onto Kixer as well. Now he goes to Evil Eye, leaving us in a 2 versus 5. It's Nerdsync and Nekwa. Alone now. We see some shots coming out, and we see Nerdsync run into 3 of them. It's a 1 versus 5, 1 versus 4. Nekwa now all alone. The newest member of this roster is now the deadest member as he drops. Newest casualty to this entity machine. It seems this entity find themselves 2-0 up, looking to extend this trend. So it will be mining and reading. And fireplace, sorry. They picked mining and dining. It was called fireplace, but mining and dining rolls off the tongue better. So it will be reading instead. No castle again. Bandit will be played. Interesting choice of no castle. Castle is almost a guarantee needed pick, operator pick for this map, as Rampy will switch off the buck onto some other operator, except he won't because he picked far too late.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Reminder with the winners interview: if Entity convert this map into a win, we'll interview Rampy at the end of this one, get his thoughts and things to take away from that entity. And then if Athena can complete a mini reverse sweep here when this map and on the next map, we'll get an interview from Davin Atkins.
10 seconds.
Rexing now put on the smoke.
5 seconds to go.
So there with the bandit batteries.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
So let's see how this sort of hold will look. We will see some mirror setup. Just stood in a dangerous position. Actually just try and pre-fire things. If he does pre-fire, he may have been able to find a nice kill. Indeed he would. You know, they aren't able to see, and Kixwell will mow down 2. Nekwa with another, Nerdsync with a 4th, and it's a 1v5 as that rush gets completely and utterly destroyed, absolutely shredded to pieces. A flawless round with the smoke grenade from Nerdsync. And Athena in dominant fashion, as we saw Kixwell just mow them down as they open the door. Very, very good attempt there at a rush until they actually started, and then it just fell apart. Death after death after death, leaving your kills in a 1v5 and a smoke grenade that eventually caused his downfall. So we'll head down to kitchen now. There'll be no sort of mad rush this time around. Now we wait for everyone to load on in. No sick fix at all. Once again, thank you all for sticking around. It is greatly appreciated. We have gained some more followers, which is always nice. If you don't know who I am, by the way, my name is Dylan. I'm a freelance caster for quite a few leagues. A minute. You can find me at twitch.tv/TeamPathTV, which I've just put in chat. If you find that link, well, that's always greatly appreciated. Trying to hit 200 followers, which is very, very kind. If you could support me in any way. However, that's the plug out the way. We'll focus now on the actual action. As Nekwa with that nice 2k equalises his KD as he was 0-2, now 2-2. He will go for an aggressive spawn peek once again. I don't think being sat there is the best decision you could ever have. I'm going to throw out some black eyes. Doesn't really seem to know where to put it. Got the stripy Valkyrie skin running around now. Gonna have a look through reading, which there is nobody, but he may run into Jacoa. They're trying to shoot a drone. They don't really seem to know that there is a jackal there. They will now, because that Valkyrie has hit the death super early on. Then gets a bit of damage up. The MPX not as good as the assault rifle. So now running around. He's in a difficult position here with that opening death. Zach though with a kill onto Valley. He's been a bit quiet this map, but he's hoping to continue this trend. Your kills though will find Kixwa, as it's now just a 2 versus 5, almost a 1 versus 5, as Nekwa taken incredibly low. Nerdsync and Nekwa. Oh, a beautiful double kill there for Nerdsync. That is crucial. He won't stop the exothermic charge, which is key. He will now hold and wait inside. This is a lot more winnable for Athena. Rumpy droning out. Your kills pushing down brown stairs with Zach pushing into coat. They are going to trap Nekwa. I think it'll be Zach to do it. Indeed it will. Leaving the Maestro all on his own. He can't do a lot, to be fair. Rumpy trying to apply some pressure. He will find Zach though. Jumping in. Nothing will actually find your kills as well. It's a 1 versus 1. If the Maestro gets this, this would be a very, very nice ace. The Nerdsync and a very good morale boost. And the Maestro, Evil Eye not able to do enough. It does a lot of damage, but not enough. The Buck knows he's going to come around the corner. Probably got the skeleton key out and ready. Indeed he will. And down goes Nerdsync. Valiant effort, but Entity extend their lead. It's getting harder and harder for Athena to catch up. Looking like a different sort of beast at the minute. Entity really on a roll. That momentum is just building and building and building, and there's just nothing that can stop it. Yeah, it's very, very good for Entity fans. Not as great for Athena fans. We'll head now back to kitchen. Do you have an alibi and a Maestro? I think that alibi may get sick. Oh, actually, no, it's confirmed. The Kali will get sick fit to Ash. So, we are waiting now for, can you guess, it's Nerdsync to load back in.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So we've nearly gone for 5 hours. But very glad that you will continue to show some support here. So we're now going to be placing down these bandit batteries. I think going to carry on, place his evil eyes down. Make these kill holes. I think Nerdsync for me has been, Nerdsync and Zach are the 2 MVPs from each team.
5 seconds left before insertion.
I think they've been so pivotal in rounds, almost single-handedly. The amount of quad kills they've had. I think they've had about 2 or 3 each at this point. Which is very, very good. No aces though. I know for a fact that your kill stole one on Coastline. And unfortunately Zach did die when he was going to go for a quad kill. That Mozzie Pest will prevent any drone from jumping in. We've got Kixel holding a very tight angle. Looking for the Ash. There's the Ash. Will light up Zach. Will not land the shot. That is key. Ecuador gets taken out by Zach. But Zach just charges straight on in to the bullets from the MP7 of Kixwa. Your kill's now holding a very tight angle. Ali on the drone. Rampy was repelling last scene. Jacosa stood outside. Your kill's trying to feed that intel. There is the bandit battery. And drone has been forfeited now. Tight angle continues to be held. SPW exits to Entity. The C4 from Kicksword, but the instant trade from Jakoa, meaning it stays a 3 versus 3. The alibi pings coming out. Alibi sat on site right now. Ooh, Davin being a bit too aggressive there. I think holding this tight angle. Kicksword waiting for the push in. You'll see that Nomad. Your kill's not got the best game awareness for that situation, it seems. In comes the Thermite, round the Thermite. It's a 1 versus 1. Davin Atkins, Nurting, sorry, versus Ali Snack. Ali Snackbar, rather. I should be able to say his name. As here comes the plant. Nekwa is going to hear it. Nekwa, does he see it? Yes, he does. Nerdsync, sorry, not Nekwa. Nerdsync does see it and he gets that kill. So Athena can still tie out this half. A nice kill with the older there to finish that round off. And Athena, with Nerdsync at the helm, doing a very, very good job that round. After losing players quite early on, they do start to bring it back in their favour. So it's only a 3-2. But of course they are defending, which is not what you want if you are Athena. So this could very much come down to a map 5. Not out of it just yet, but Athena are down. We'll have to see how their attacks do if they do end up tying out this half.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Oh. Apologies, that just got kicked from the own party because been here for quite a while, it seems. Anyway, so reading is the site of choice, and we have the very similar hold that we saw
10 seconds remaining.
before, but we did see a botched sort of rush.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
So, Waffle, the map score is 2-1 to Entity. So now running upstairs. There's going to be no rush this round. We'll see the rappels up. And it's going to be a full clear, it seems. Here comes the openings. Skeleton Key with the reload. The buck of a Rampy gonna push down. There is 2 defenders up here. There are 2 defenders. It's Davin Atkins and Kickswa. They will sit here and try and hold this top floor for as long as possible. They will see Zach charging on pass ever, and there we go. The smoke grenade gets thrown out from Nursing. Does a little bit of damage to the Ash, and Rampy will try and push up. Kickswell will know he's there and kicks with a beautiful pre-fire. Gets a good headshot. However, there is a Thermite. It's a Thermite charge again, using Nekwa is taken down. He does down your kills, but he is finished off by Jakoa. Zach will pick up his teammate. Ali will start to push up with Jakoa sat on back stairs. The first Habana we've seen this series as well. We hear a C4, I believe. Yes, it was from Kickswa. Get opened up and he will die to the hole that he has made, and that's by Ali from above. Opening up more and more. This is why the breaching charges and breaching rounds are so strong on Ash. It's probably why she didn't really need to breach. She will just look around, making so much vertical destruction. Now spot Valley down below, but Valley with a good kill there. Isn't able to get the kill. He will now with the shotgun. He moves away. Holding this tight angles. Ali will get the kill onto Valley, but Nerdson going for the push up. He'll find one. Won't be able to find the other. Here he runs in with the shotgun. He's got plenty of time, but not a lot of health. If they push in, they die. Here comes the flashes, and he's been flashed anyway. So it leaves Davin Atkins in a 1 versus 2. He's waiting for a drop down. That is his sort of cool sign. We'll hear them charging around above, but they're going to drop in laundry instead. And oh, Ali. Davin was there, ready and waiting. Takes down. Thermite. It's 15 seconds. Jacoa needs to plant. In fact, he will. C4 gets thrown out, and it will find the kill. So Davin Atkins will tie things up. 3-3. Good work from Athena. Now, the last time there was a 3-3 in the first half was all the way back in map number 1. That went 8-7. We'll see now if Entities and Athena, they can replicate each other's performances on that previous half, and we'll go to overtime because Athena need to win this to maintain a chance of winning that prize pool at the end of it. However, Entity, they're going to be feeling pretty confident right now.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Camera activated. Deployed.
Okay, so now we head to
Attackers
bar
have
and
discovered the location
cocktail
of bombs.
for the first defense of Entity. We have a look at the leaderboard at the end of the first half. You see Nerdson in player in double digit. He's going 11 and 4. Then we've got Kixer going 7 and 5. Davin and Nekwa both with 2 kills, and Valley with the 1. Meanwhile, on the side of Entity, Jacoa has 9. Ali, Rumpy, and Zach all have 4, and it's your kills bring up the rear with just 2.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
So let's have a look how Athena will attack this. Welcome back, Waffle, and Gracie as well. I don't know if you stuck around the entire thing, however, did see your names at the start, so appreciate you all. We're still sticking around. It's definitely been a long one. So Davin Atkins now rotates up to the roof. He'll start breaching, charging the hatches, I would have thought. Indeed he does. Not it's these sort of roamers I'm looking for. Zach in particular, not had the biggest impact on Cafe as he did on the other maps, however he's still been a very strong player. Ali holding quite close, going to throw a C4 out. Will it find anything? It will. Davin, dear oh dear, he has been absolutely sent to the shadow realm right there. The IQ down super duper early, and that means those back cams, there is nothing for them to even worry about, as he's in a bit of a gunfight there as he lags all over the place. That might just be me. It certainly seems that way, as I believe it was Kixwell melting him down. Network bringing the Thatcher.
Drone spinning up.
There we go. They're going to spot out the Jaeger, and now knows that he can push in at least for now. They know it's completely safe. Well, don't ask the question. Kixwell takes a little bit of damage. What's he getting hit by? Oh, a Maestro Evil Eye. Ignore me then. Kills now sat in quite an aggressive position. Ali gets taken out by Nekwa Instinct, however. Zach trying to go for a refrag, but he just can't land the shot. So it's a 4 versus 4 now. Health advantage in the hands of Athena.
A bomb has been located.
Jacoa, lovely C4 onto Nekwa Instinct. Jacoa has definitely come alive in these previous 2 maps. He's been absolutely on fire. He joined the double digits. Zach though with the kill onto Valley. There's another kill for him onto Nerdsync, and your kills gets the last one onto Kixwa. And Entity retake the lead. Gotta say, the way things were going there, it looked like it'd be a little bit closer, but then the cleanup crew got sent in after Jacoa's C4, and that was all she wrote. So what site are we gonna see now? We're gonna see Reading. As Entity not wanting to go to kitchen just yet. We've also sick pick Iana by Davin being sick picked, and then Ali sick picking onto the castle. We finally see our first castle on this map. IQ being played by Davin once more. We'll see if he can live longer, or if another C4 will end his dreams early.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So reading, this is, you typically see a castle for this site, and indeed that is why Ali is bringing out said castle. Going to place those proximity mines down. As you do. Apart from the fact that this cafe is such awful for spectating the eastern side. This is as far right as you can go. Which is always interesting because it means you can never get on the right person anyway.
10 seconds remaining.
Full setup is there, the full castle setup. The reinforcements coming out as well. Here ADS's finishing touches to the setup, and Valley just waiting for the peak there, but nobody will. It looked like Zach, I think it was tempted. Yeah, he was. You could tell he wanted to go for that cheeky spawn peek. So we do hear a C4 get ripped super early on. Zach is now placing down some more ADSs as your kills is the opening death, and that was where on earth did he die from? That's my question. From the hatch. Stavin will drop down.
Claymore's ready.
So, Claymore goes down from Davin Atkins. He'll start now to moving towards clearing out this top floor. There's only 2 people still up here. Zach now having a look around. Ali is still up here as well. He just waits for any sort of push, and Instant gets taken out by Zach. As soon as I switch away from one player, they seem to get kills from another. Zach though looking to get even more, and he'll find a beautiful headshot to Nerdsinkers as Ali will get the kill onto Davin Atkins. This is looking very, very good for Entity. That's not the best push I think I've ever seen. That is Thermite taking a lot of damage, and Zach with a triple. He will look to find the last one, and he will find Kicksper at the end. Zach, beautiful quad kill. Once again, he has been on fire. Bit slow on Oregon, bit slow to start here as well on Cafe, but once he finds his footing, he is looking incredibly, incredibly good. Entity extend themselves to a 5-3 lead. And this is almost, you can't count out Athena, you never can. However, right now, it's not looking the best for them. They definitely can still come back for this, and I think if they go to Villa, they'll be feeling a bit more comfortable. However, it's can they push through Cafe now, and do they have the resilience? As Davin Atkins brings out the Monty. Wouldn't you? You'd never expect it. I don't think I've ever seen Davin play Monty, so it'll be interesting to see how that works.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So as I reload this stream, is the site. This is the site where it's typically a 5-man bottom floor hold. You usually lack a roamer. Some people do, and I think with Zach, you could very easily see him sent to the other side of the map to sit there, do his own thing, and then come back. Interesting to see if they choose to do that. He's brought the barbed wire. He did bring in quite a few bulletproof cams
5 seconds to go.
on Consulate in specifically.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Zach now in coat check.
Window covered up.
He will move around. Have a look around, and Nerdsink very almost killed immediately from spawn, but as is Jakoa. The two top fraggers of both teams almost taken very low, and if those have been traded, that'd be very interesting to see what happened because Zach's still alive. But they were the two to reach double digits first. Ali going to be droning out for his team as Davin's just going to walk around. They can hear the Monty. They definitely know they have the Monty. He will just sort of walk around, try to be annoying. He's still behind a shield. A smoke grenade will be a bit of a deterrent as Necro Instincts is taken out by Ali Snackbar, who just walked up to the doorway. Monty probably should have been covering it, but evidently not, and that means Thatch is taken down very low, and the entirety of Athena are taken very low. And how on earth was Zach allowed to live for so long after being there? He does finally get taken out by Kicksford, but he was kept there for way too long. That smoke is going to be super duper annoying. Rampy just sat in a corner. It's just Davin just trying to waste time. Health advantage very easily in the hands of Entity. Ali with another kill. He will find one onto Valley, just looking for some more. There's a C4. There's an almost a hit. At least this all good bait there from Davin Atkins will cause a down. They will try and go for the pickup, but there's not a lot they can really do. They will just pick him up for no reason. They're just trying to time waste as Davin takes a hell of a lot of damage, and he can't even finish off the bandit. Really unfortunate. There's Rampy very nearly gets to come to Kicksford, but it'll be Ali with the triple, leaving Nerdsink in a 1 versus 4. Everyone except Your Kills is on very low health. He'll turn it around at the wrong time, but he does get one kill, but the Mozzie had pushed up. And it is a map point and match point now for Entity. They are going to try and close this out. Now win 4 rounds in a row. Tied longest amount of round win streak we had. So the last time we did was round 7 to round 10 on a Coastline when Entity won all of those attacks. So now it is mining and dining. No bar for the match point bomb site. They're going to hope that nobody on Athena has really prepared for this site due to how bad it really is. We are going to see Zach go onto the Jaeger. We'll see Valley to go on the Hibana as well, and it will be down to this round for now if Athena stay in this or they don't. And I've got to say, the way things are looking for them, it's not looking likely.
Attackers need to locate
Unfortunately
and defuse bombs.
for Athena, sort of, I wouldn't say bad form continues, but I think Code correctly said it's not a slump, but it's not as great as they currently were, say, a few months ago. Ever since they haven't looked strong in the best of 2s, I think that's fair to say, thanks to R6XBPL. I think I got all those letters right in the right order. Yes, I did. But and then since Nova, they've just been in a lack of performance. They've of course brought on Henry being Necro in. They haven't even played Henry, they've just played Necro, and he's done alright. I can tell from experience how good he is, as I've had the pleasure of coaching with him before. He's a very good guy. Him and Henry will both probably do wonders on this team, but it's just they haven't found what they need yet. They haven't found their sort of haven't found their comfort as a team just yet. I think you've got to think they've got a very large roster, and therefore a lot of players playing with a lot of different people, and that is what they've got to contend with. But anyway, we can't use that to fault away from the expert performance that we've seen from Entity. They've been looking incredibly strong. Zach in particular, I think he has been, him and Jakoa have been the top 2 in my opinion. Jakoa currently 10 and 5. Zach going 10 and 6. Zach has gone double figures every map, I do believe. Maybe bar map 3. Some crew fires coming out now. There is a player pushing up to the rotation. Zach will find your kills, and Neko's going to look to find Zach as well. But Zach will get downed and dropped into the bomb site. Here comes a C4, but they're looking to kill Mira from above. But Rampy will somehow pick up that kill. They're going to use Zach as a human drone. They're going to give away positions. It was Kickswell to find the finish. Now they wait. This is why the site isn't played a lot, I should say.
A bomb has been located.
Got to see where everyone is. Quite low down as Jacob. Very nice kill onto Davin Atkins, but he's very low. Now the health advantage in the hands of Athena. Valley looking for this smoke. Just needs to push up a tiny bit. He will find a very, very free kill onto the smoke. But he doesn't know it. They're pinging things. The smoke's going to try and push up and will actually find that kill. And there'll be another one elsewhere. It's a 1 versus 2 though, because Nerdtink will fight back. Yakoa and Rampy all versus a full health Nerdtink.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Full health Nerdtink. A Nerdtink alive is a scary Nerdtink. Right now he is pushing down to look for the final 2 kills to keep his team in it. He'll spot the mirror, but it won't matter because Rampy is there. And Entity will end up winning 3-1 in this best of 5. And 8-7, 8-7, 7-3, 7-3. What a great, great showing. So that was it. Jakoa and Nerdtink and Zach, I think those 3. And Kickswell as well. Those 4 were definitely my MVPs. So GG's there to both teams. I think we do a post-match interview here, so I will invite Rampy to the party. Hello. Hello. Right, hi. Nice to speak to you again. So first off, congratulations. A great match, especially those first 2 maps, competitively wise. But after that, you sort of ran away with it. First off, how do you all feel? Yeah. I think most people would be, to be fair. Is that Entity's first best of 5? Okay. Yeah. Because that was sort of one of the things. I was wondering how you guys would stack up. Because we all know how good you guys are. But it was how long could you keep that for. And I think you've definitely proved yourselves to be one of the top teams at the minute. So what did you do any sort of preparation for that final, or did you just sort of wing it and hope for the best? Well, nice. Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's fair, because Consular, I will say, is probably an awful map. But to be fair, they haven't had the best record there either, so it surprised me to see it come up, so I assume they had something planned. But I think those first 2 maps were especially thrilling to watch due to how close they really were. But was it just you guys on Coastline and Consulate that let it get so close, or do you think that they were a lot stronger on those two maps than they were on the other two? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Sort of the Call of Duty map I was saying. It's sort of run and gun. Um, I think Cafe in Oregon. You say, of course, you said you didn't warm up because not all of us. Well, we didn't know that at the time, but was it anything specific? Are you like? Do you prefer Oregon and Cafe, or was it just we'd all warmed up at this point, so we could just do what we want and get away with it? Okay, fair enough. Well, that's about it. Is there anything you want to say to the people in chat, or? Fair enough. Well, thank you for carrying on playing, though. Thank you for putting on a good show, even if, well, you say it wasn't your best performance. It was certainly entertaining to watch. So, last thing to say, congratulations. I'm assuming you guys are going to be doing Face It tomorrow, so good luck in that, and good luck for tomorrow, and I hope to see where you guys go in the future. So that's all from me. Cheers. So that is it for this evening. What a cast it was. 5 hours. We got through 4 maps. A good match between those two teams. Thank you all for sticking through it. I know it was a long one, especially during the DDoSing and things, but thank you all for you know, sticking around, supporting. RXL will have a season 2. There'll be more from that from MYR and Merxy and Swill in the future. Can we keep the chat, please, nice and friendly? Don't ruin it. It's been alright this entire time, and don't really want people complaining about it now. But thank you all for watching. Congratulations to Entity, and a big thank you for Athena as well for always putting on a good show. I wish you all the Merry Christmas here from all of the RXL staff. If you do want to support me solo, you can find me at twitch.tv/TinyPuffTBM, all lowercase or one word. But that's it from me. My voice will die, but I appreciate you all for sticking around. And that's it from me. Goodbye.